Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. This is part 2 of the unboxing of the Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. As the usual, I am Cobble S. Cobble, and welcome you back. We're going to get right into it because we have several more packs to go through. Next up, we have the Favor of Jakao. I would say Jakai, but I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right, but regardless, let me know in the comments below the correct pronunciation. So 4 drop, 3 colorless, 1 green. Enchantment and aura. Enchant artifact or creature. As long as enchanted permanent is a creature, it gets +3/+3 and has reach. Channel, colorless, channel for 2, 1 colorless, 1 green. Discard Favor Jakal. Target creature gets +3/+3 and gains reach until end of turn. So next up we have the Gift of Wrath in actual card form instead of art form. 4 drop, enchantment, 3 colorless, 1 red. Enchant artifact or creature. As long as enchanted permanent is a creature, it gets +2/+2 and has menace. It can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. When Gift of Wrath leaves the battlefield, create a 2/2 red spirit creature token with menace. So it's a rare, so we'll move that to the rare box. Next up, we have the Walking Skyscraper. 8 drop, 8/8 artifact creature construct. This spell costs 1 colorless less to cast for each modified creature you control. Equipment, auras you control and counter. Equipment, auras you control and counters are modifications. Okay, I was wondering what that's going to be the explanation for the modifications. So if you have an enchanted creature, that's be classified as a modification. Okay. Has trample. Walking Skyscraper has hexproof as long as it is untapped. Okay. Can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponents control when it is untapped. That could be I can juice it, and when it attacks, and that just sets up for nobody can touch it unless I'm attacking with it. So intriguing. Next up, we have the Towashi Guild Bot, Guide Bot. My apologies. 4 colorless, 2/1 artifact creature construct. When Towashi Guide Bot enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. 4 colorless, tap, draw a card. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each modified creature you control. Yeah, Towelbot. We have another Shattered States era that turns into the Nameless Conqueror. And then we have our rare, which is going to be the Scrap Welder. 3 drop, 3/3 Goblin Artifactor, 2 colorless, 1 red. Tap, sack an artifact with mana convert value X. Return target artifact card with mana value less than X from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste until end of turn. Return target artifact card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste. So that must mean for vehicles and artifact creatures. That could be very useful in that regard. Next up, we have Flame Discharge. X, 1 red, X colorless, 1 red. Instant. Flame Discharge deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker. If you control a modified creature as you cast this spell, it deals X +2 damage instead. Is that 2 damage for each equipment aura you control or counter that modifications? Because if that is, that'll be broken as hell. But we have to see. Like I said, they came out with some interesting mechanics there, and I'm still trying to catch up because I think I still have, 7 Fat Packs to open up from the most recent sets, and there's a whole era that I didn't get a chance to get into, like the entire Prorexia Reborn ones. So, and the last card in that pack would be Time of Ice. It's a saga card. Target creature and opponent controls. It doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Level 2. That's 1 or 2. Untap step for as long as you control Time of Ice. Level 3. Return all tapped creatures to their owner's hands. So that's just a Saga to essentially mass boomerang. So, interesting. Alright, next pack. So far we have 2 mythics and 3 rares. Not a bad starting supply. Ooh, I like that. Full art. And that one is of the Blade Blizzard Killzone. But that actually looks pretty badass. So I really like this art style cards they put in here. Got a basic land. First one up is the Makotoi Ambusher. 4-drop, 3/2. 3 colorless, 1 black, Rat Ninja, Ninjutsu, 1 colorless, 1 black, and Lifelink. That's a comment. Next, we have the Nezumi Blade Blesser, 3-drop, 3/2, 2 colorless, 1 black. Nezumi Blade Blesser has Death Touch as long as you control an artifact. Nemezi Blade Blesser has Menace as long as you control an enchantment. He's a rat samurai, so the rats are returning, and not in a good way. Next up is the Kami of Terrible Secrets, 4-drop, 3/4 spirit, 3 colorless, 1 black. When Kami of the Terrible Secrets enters the battlefield, if you control an artifact and an enchantment, you draw a card and you gain 1 life. Next up we have Twisted Embrace. 4-drop, 2 colorless, 2 black, enchantment aura. Enchant artifact or creature you control. When Twisted Embrace enters the battlefield, destroy target creature or planeswalker and opponent controls. God damn! As long as enchanted permanent is a creature, it gets +1/+1. So I enchant my creature and it blows up a planeswalker or a creature. Damn. As just a common? That's not pleasant at fucking all. Good God. Next up we have Shrine Steward. 5-drop, 3/2. Artifact, creature, construct. When Shrine Steward enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an aura or shrine card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, then shuffle. That's common. It has fun with that card. Let's see, that one is a common, so we'll put it there. It doesn't matter if you're flashy or not. Next up, we have the Gloom Shrieker. It's a dual color card. 3-drop, 2/1. 1 colorless, 1 black, 1 green. Enchanted creature, Cat Beast. Has Menace. When Gloom Shrieker enters the battlefield, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. If Gloom Shrieker would die, exile it instead. Okay. Next up, we have Gravelighter. 3-drop, 2/2, spirit, 2 colorless, 1 black. Flying, when Gravelighter enters the battlefield, draw a card if a creature died this turn. Otherwise, each player sacks a creature. Not bad for a crawl draw, goddamn. Next up, we have Befriending the Moths. 4-drop saga. Level 1 and 2, target creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains flying until end of turn. Level 3, exile this saga, then return it to the battlefield transformed under your control. And it transforms into an Imperial Moth. Enchant creature, insect, 2/4, flying. So, Alright. Getting all kinds of sagas. This pack is interesting. We have a mythic and 2 rares in this pack. The mythic is Shirisu, the Shattered Blade. 4-drop, 4/4, 2 colorless, 1 red, 1 green. Snake Samurai. Whenever an aura or equipment enters the battlefield under your control, create a 2/2 red spirit creature token with Menace. At the beginning of your end step, put a 1/1 counter on each modified creature you control. Good God, that's broken. Then next up, well, we got 3 cards. These packs are different. Next one, we have a rare saga. Level 1, mill 3 cards. This one's the Teaching of the Krillin. Maybe a D&D or a Dragon Ball Z reference, maybe, but mill 3 cards, create a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token, level 1. Level 2, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Or level 3, exile this saga, then return it to the battlefield and it is transformed under your control. It's a rare, and it becomes the Krillin Touched Orochi. It's a 1/1 Snake Monk. Whenever Krillin Touch Orochi attacks, choose 1. Exile target creature card from a graveyard. When you do, create a 1/1 colorless spirit. Exile target non-creature card from a graveyard. When you do, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. So we have a 1 rare. That's a double rare. And we have a triple rare with that. A flashy rare. Light Pow's Emperor's Voice. 2-drop, 2/2, Fox Advisor. 1 colorless, 1 white. Whenever aura enters the battlefield under your control, if you cast it, you may search your library for an aura card with mana value less than an aura equal to the aura with a different name than each aura you control. Put that card onto the battlefield, attach it to Light Paw's Emperor's Voice, then shuffle. Search your library for an aura card with mana value less than or equal to that aura with a different name on it. The fuck does that mean? Oh well, strange mechanics. Can I tell you? And the last card is the best player in the room. Just a promotional card, so garbage. But out of 1, 2, 3, 4 packs, we've already pulled 3 mythics. 1, 2, 3, 4 rares plus the one that's given. So let's keep going. Not a bad start. I love these full art cards that are coming through. That just looks badass. That one is the Hinata Dawn Crowned. So full art looks like a horsey. First up, we have another light symbol card. So we have 2 white, 1 red. I'm not sure if we already had this one, but we have a silver Fur Master, 2-drop, 1 blue, 1 black, 2/2. Ninjutsu blue, red, black. Ninjutsu abilities you activate cost 1 less to activate other ninjas and rogues creatures. Yeah, we've done that one. So we have another Jokai trainee. We have Favor of Junkal. 4-drop enchantment, 3 colorless, 1 green. Enchant artifact or creature. As long as an enchanted permanent is a creature, it gets +3/+3 and has reach. Channel, colorless, 2, 1 colorless, 1 green. Discard Favor of Junkal. Target creature gets +3/+3 and reach until end of turn. I think we already pulled that too. We got another Gift of the Wrath. We have Lucky Offering. 1-drop, sorcery. Destroy target artifact with a mana value 3 or less. You gain 3 life. A 1-drop lightning bolt that gains you life. That's pretty cool, actually. We got a Secluded Courtyard. It's a land. Secluded enters the battlefield. Choose a creature type. Tap, add... what the hell is that one? Probably a charge counter? Or colorless counter? I'm not sure. And, or add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell of the chosen type to activate or ability of a creature or creature card of the chosen type. So, all right. We got another Gloam Shrieker, and we got another Gravelighter. We have a new Sorcerer Saga card. Azuri's Many Journeys, 2-drop, one colorless, 1 green. Add mana. You may level 1. You may play an additional land this turn. Level 2. You gain 3 life. Level 3. Exile this saga, then return it to the battlefield transformed, and it transforms into the Likeness of the Seeker. 3-drop Human Monk. Whenever Likeness of the Seeker becomes blocked, untap up to 3 lands you control. Okay, land grant. Next up, we have the Eater of Virtue, a 1-drop. This is our rare. Eater of Virtue, 1-drop artifact, legendary artifact equipment. Whenever a creature dies, exile it. Enchanted creature gets +2/+0. As long as a card exile with the Eater of Virtue has flying, equipped creature has flying. The same is true for First Strike, Double Strike, Death Touch, Haste, Hexproof, Indestructible, Lifelink, Menace, Protection. What the actual hell? As a card exiled with the Eater of Air has flying. What good is that going to do unless you're going to be able to bring it back to play with exiled? As long as card exile with Eater of Virtue has flying, equipped creature has flying. The same is true for First Strike, Double Strike, Death Touch, all those abilities. So is that stacking of those abilities? But I don't know. It's more of a... that's going to need some work. We have an Explosive Entry. 2-drop. One colorless, 1 red. Sorcery. Destroy up to 1 target artifact. Put a 1/1 counter up to 1 target creature. And we have a Spirit Token. So interesting so far. We're almost done. We got 3 more packs to do, and we have 12 minutes to do it. So we might rush through the rest of these, but we might run into a bunch of doubles as well. God, these art cards are fucking sick. This one is Tezzeret, Betrayer of Flesh. So Tezzeret got an upgrade. God damn. We have a Dismal Backwater land. Dismal Backwater is the battlefield tapped. When Dismal Backwater enters this battlefield, you gain 1 life. Add a blue or black to your mana pool. We have a Covert Technician. 3-drop, 2/4. 2 colorless, 1 blue. Artifact creature, human ninja. Ninjutsu for 2. 1 colorless, 1 blue. Whenever Covert Technician deals combat damage to a player, you may have an artifact card with mana value less than or equal to that damage from your hand onto the battlefield. Okay, it does damage, you get a flash artifact. Cool. Next up, we have the Sunblade Samurai. 5-drop, 4/4, Human Samurai, 4 colorless, 1 blue, 1 white, I'm sorry. Human Samurai, Vigilance, Channel, 2 colorless, discard Sunblade Samurai, search your library for a basic playing card, reveal it and put it into your hand, then shuffle. You gain 2 life. So interesting. Next, we have the Debit to the Kami. 3-drop, instant, 2 colorless, 1 black. Choose 1. Target opponent exiles a creature that they control. Target opponent exiles an enchantment they control. Next up, we have the Kami of the Restless Shadows. 5-drop, 3/3, 4 colorless, 1 black. Spirit. Enter this battlefield, choose one, return up to one target ninja or rogue creature you card from your graveyard to your hand, or put target creature card from your graveyard on top of your library. Okay. We have the Makortai Ambusher, 4-drop, 3/2, 3 colorless, 1 black, artifact creature rat ninja, 2 for ninjutsu. We have next is the Ninja's Kunai, 1-drop, 1 colorless drop, artifact equipment, and creep creature has colorless 1 tap, sack Ninja's Konai, Ninja's Kami deals 3 damage to any target, equip 1. Okay. Kunai, Kunai. Deal 3 damage to it, so lightning bolt summon with the Kunai. Interesting. Next, we have the Web Spinner Cuff, 3-drop, 1/4, equipment spider. Okay. Reach. Equipped creature gets +1 and +4 and has reach. Reconfigure for 4. We have an Acquisition Octopus, 3-drop, 2/2, 2 colorless, 1 blue. Artifact creature, equipment, octopus. Whenever acquisition, octopus, or equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, draw the card, reconfigure for 2. Next up, we have the Era of Enlightenment, 2-drop, saga. Level 1, scry 2, level 2, gain 2 life. Level 3, exile the saga, then return it to the battlefield, transform it under control. It transforms into the Hand of Enlightenment. Human Monk, 2/2, first strike. We also have another lightning, light pause, Emperor's Voice. We have the Shattered Stats Era, flashy, saga. Level 1, gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap it, it gains haste until end of turn. Level 2, creatures you control get +1 until end of turn. Level 3, exile this saga, then return it to the battlefield, transform under your control. Another nameless conqueror. And then I guess we have our create your own card scenario. So, okay. More interesting stuff. Got 2 packs left. Ooh, I like that art. This one is Repel the Vile. We have the blue symbol card now. Pretty nifty. First up, we have the Akai Ronin, 2-drop, 1/3, Goblin Samurai, 1 colorless, 1 red. Whenever a samurai or warrior control attacks alone, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Next up, we have the Heir of the Ancient Fang, 3-drop, 2/3, Snake Samurai, 2 colorless, 1 green. Heir of the Ancient Fang enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it if you control a modified creature. We got another lucky offering. Next up, we got Kami of Industry, 5-drop, 3/6, spirit, 4 colorless, 1 red. When Kami of Industry enters the battlefield, return target artifact card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of your end step. Next up, Kami's Flare, 2-drop, instant, 1 colorless, 1 red. Kami's Flare deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Kami Flare also deals 2 damage to that permanent's controller if you control a modified creature. We have a Seismic Wave, 3-drop, instant, 2 colorless, 1 red. Seismic Wave deals 2 damage to any target and 1 damage to each non-artifact creature target opponent controls. Damn. For 3? Put that in an Icecrown Scepter and have a fucking field day. 2 damage to any target and 1 damage to each artifact. So that wipes out one artifact and a whole shitload of 1/1 tokens, so that could be useful. Next up, we have the Essence of Capture. Two blue, instant, counter target spell, put a 1/1 counter up to one target creature you control. Next up, we have the Long Reach of Night, 4-drop, Saga. Level 1, each opponent sacks a creature unless they discard a card, which is level 1, level 2. Level 3, exile this Saga, then return it to the battlefield, transform it under your control. It transforms into Amos of the Night Reach. 0/4 Spirit. Whenever Amos of the Night Reach attack, it gets +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is the number of creature cards in defending player's graveyard. Damn, that's not pleasant. Especially running a sack deck, a sack out deck. We have this Swamp, so nifty. And our rare of the thing is a Soul Transfer, 3-drop, 1 colorless, 2 black, sorcery. Choose one if you control an artifact and or enchantment, control an artifact and an enchantment. If you cast this spell, you may choose both. Exile target creature or planeswalker. Return target creature or planeswalker from card from your graveyard to your hand. Okie dokie. Oh, we got the regular Blade, Blizzard, Kisuni, 3-drop, 2 colorless, 1 white, the Fox Ninja, Ninjutsu for 4, double strike. That just looks lethal. And we got one of these other mini game shit, so. We're down to our last pack and Neon Dynasty. So, let's see what we get. That full art looks badass. That looks cool as hell. And that one is the Tunsanari Toad Rider. So that's interesting. First up, we have Tranquil Cove. Tranquil Coves enter the battlefield tap. When Tranquil Cove enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. I'll add plane or island. Next, Coil Stalker, 2-drop, 2/1, 1 colorless, 1 red, 1 green. Ninjutsu for 2, 1 colorless, 1 green. Whenever Coiled Stalker deals combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control that doesn't have a 1 counter on it. Next one up is the Sky Bless Samurai. 7-drop, 4/4, 6 colorless, 1 white. Human Samurai. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each enchantment you control, and it's a flyer. We got another Kami of Industry. We got another Kami of Flare. We have Voltage Surge, 1 red, instant. An additional cost to this spell, you may sack an artifact. Voltage Surge deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If this spell's additional cost was paid, Voltage Surge deals 4 damage instead. We get the Papercraft Decoy, 2-drop, artifact creature frog, 2/1. When Papercraft Decoy leaves the battlefield, you may pay 2. If you do, draw the card. We got another Seismic Wave. We have Essence Capture, 2 blue. Counter target spell, it puts a 1/1 counter on the spell. We have the Modern Age, 2 blue. It's a Saga card. Level 1 or 2, draw a card, then discard a card. Level 3, exile this Saga, then return to the battlefield as a Vector Glide. 2/3 flying. We got the Kami of Transcience, 2-drop, 2/2, 1 colorless, 1 green. Trample. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, put 1 counter on him. Beginning of each player's unstep, enchant put into the graveyard from the battlefield. You may return Kami to there. So, we got that. We got another sky turtle, and we have the pectoral trimster. So enjoy.